Behind the RedLine, Episode 87, The Sugarcane Field Murders. Sipho Thwala, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. Durban area, 1996 to 1997. Same fields, same staging, same silence. Sugarcane fields do not change quickly. They stretch outward in rows, so precise they feel engineered to trap the eye. Tall stalks rise higher than a person, blocking sight lines, swallowing sound, and narrowing movement to thin dirt paths between crops. When the wind moves through them, it sounds like breathing. Outside Durban, in KwaZulu-Natal, these fields surround roads, townships, and informal settlements. People pass them every day without looking in. In the mid-1990s, women began to appear there. They were found posed. They were found exposed. They were found the same way, again and again. And for a long time, no one stopped it. South Africa in the mid-1990s was in transition. Apartheid had officially ended, but its infrastructure remained. Policing systems were fragmented. Communities were reshaping themselves under economic pressure, migration, and instability. KwaZulu-Natal, particularly around Durban, experienced high unemployment and intense urban-rural movement. Sex work was common near transport corridors, industrial areas, and informal settlements. Women moved between clients on foot, often at night, often alone. Protection was inconsistent. Reporting violence carried risk. Disappearances were not always treated urgently. This environment did not create violence, but it made certain women easy to isolate. The women targeted in the Sugarcane Field Murders were sex workers. They were not random. They worked in known areas. They were visible to clients and to predators. They moved predictably through space. When these women went missing, it was often assumed they had relocated, taken a break, or moved on to another area. This assumption bought time, and time is everything to a serial offender. Their bodies would later contradict every excuse. Bodies began appearing in sugarcane fields near Mount Edgecombe and Inanda, north of Durban. The scenes were immediately unsettling. The women were undressed or partially clothed, placed deliberately, positioned in similar ways. There were signs of sexual assault. There were signs of strangulation. There was no attempt at concealment beyond the field itself. The fields were the concealment. The repetition was unmistakable. This was not opportunistic dumping. This was ritual. Staging is communication. It tells investigators and the world that the killer is deliberate, organized, and repeating behavior intentionally. In the Sugarcane Field Murders, the staging was consistent enough that police could no longer deny a pattern. The same type of victim, the same type of terrain, the same presentation. The killer was not improvising. He was returning to the same place because it worked. The sugarcane fields offered total visual cover, natural sound suppression, familiar navigation routes, predictable isolation. This was environmental strategy, not coincidence. Sipho Thwala was not a stranger to the area. He lived nearby. He knew the fields. He understood how people moved through them. Thwala abducted sex workers by force, transported them short distances, raped them, strangled them, and then staged their bodies in sugarcane fields. He returned to the same dumping grounds repeatedly. This is one of the clearest examples of geographic fixation in serial offending, where the landscape becomes part of the ritual. Thwala was eventually apprehended not through advanced profiling, but through chance and proximity. He was stopped by police with a woman in his vehicle under suspicious circumstances. Her account, combined with the existing pattern, unraveled the case. Once in custody, Thwala was linked to multiple murders. He was convicted. The killings stopped. The pattern was there early. What delayed intervention was not lack of evidence, but victim dismissal. Sex workers were not prioritized. Their movements were not tracked. Their disappearances were not treated as emergencies. The fields did not hide the bodies from police. The system hid the victims from urgency. The sugarcane fields are still there. Crops grow back, paths reset, life continues around them. There are no markers, no memorials, no warning signs. The land remembers quietly. Sipho Thwala is imprisoned, but the conditions that allowed him to kill remain instructive. He did not need secrecy. He did not need sophistication. He needed predictable victims and reliable terrain. Behind the Red Line exists to say this plainly: sometimes the most important accomplice in a crime is the place where it happens. And when certain lives are treated as expendable, the land learns how to be used.